Okay, so I'm seeing here, first of all, bottom of the Fairy Tarot is Two of Winter. Indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. Feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. Okay, so some sort of decision or choice is required here. This is normally the Two of Swords. So you're going to be weighing things up, trying to decide what is the best thing to do. But whatever is the situation, some sort of action is required here. So I do feel that it could very well be that you are just feeling undecided, and that you can't really discern between two different options. Either that, or you are just over-analyzing. And Virgo, sometimes that can happen. You're just over-analyzing the situation. So you kind of slip into a sort of like a confusion because you can't really discern. There's too many factors that are clouding your vision. So you may just have to address that, and we'll see now as we go along here what is the situation. So for 10th house, we've got the World coming in. So the 10th house is normally to do with your career, your fame, your reputation, and in some cases your public status. It's also about authority figures or authoritative institutions. So this can be military, it can be government, or any other kind of institution which has power and authority in your life. Or you may be interacting there, you may be in there, or you may be going there. It just depends on how it comes in for you. But it could also be an authoritative figure in your life. And it's also about maturity and sort of Saturn normally rules this house. So this would be to do with your goals, your external goals, what you're reaching for. It also can be what you admire as well, or what you are aiming for out in the world. Something that is sort of you perceive to be a goal or an authoritative figure that you admire, and you're kind of following what they say or do, or their career or their progress and so on. Now we've got here Black Moon Lilith Mystery underneath, and then we've got Yamanya Golden Opportunity. So it says here, important doors are opening for you right now, walk through them. So I feel this is where the indecision may be coming in. It seems that you have got some sort of opportunity coming to you now, and it's going to bring a lot of joy and happiness to you, and it's coming in on the tide. So this is something that's coming straight for you. But, you may just be feeling insecure in some way, or it could be that others are casting negativity on the situation. Black Moon Lilith can sometimes be a mystery around the situation. So this can be something like an unknown, or factors that are lurking that you're not quite sure about. You just haven't got all the pieces yet, or there are things moving under the surface that you can't quite put your finger on. Sometimes it can be that. It can also just be a feeling that you haven't yet got all the information that you require. So as I say, take that as it resonates for you, whether you are falling into you're not sure, you haven't got all the facts yet, or it could be that you need to make a decision, but you're overthinking it. So Black Moon Lilith, again, can also be keeping your emotions under control. So it could be you feeling like envious or bitter or overlooked. In some cases, you may be overlooked for a career promotion or something like that. But I feel it's more the other way around. I feel that you are perhaps in the company of others, or there are others around who are feeling a bit overlooked, or there could be bitterness, or there could be envy, or there could be anger, or all these things usually emanate from fear. So it could be that others feel that they have been overlooked or sidestepped, or whatever the situation may be. This can also bring in fame. And it's coming into your fame house. So this could be that your profile is rising, or you've been given an opportunity, or perhaps you've been given a promotion, or you're getting something, and then maybe this is the golden opportunity. You're getting something coming to you, and you may just be on the receiving end of negativity from others. Some people don't like others to change. They don't like others to grow, because then it makes them feel inadequate in some way. So you have to rise above that. You have to ignore that and rise above it. Keep your emotions under control, because this is, one false move and things could go wrong. So just make sure you stay in your, in emotional control. And in some cases, it can be that you need to stand your ground on something, stand firm. And absolutely be very clear that there's a boundary there and that's it. Or it may be that you need to stand up for something in order to secure something better. So see how it resonates for you. In some cases, there can be issues like secrets going on with this, things behind the scenes, as I said. But I do feel that it's about maintaining control in perhaps an emotive situation, and not allowing others a negativity to deter you or distract you from this opportunity. So this opportunity is saying important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. So you may be feeling in some way, or you may be made to feel that you are inadequate in some way. But this is saying to you that you have all the skills necessary. You have all the wisdom, all the skills, all the experience to take up this opportunity, not to be afraid of it. All right. Take it, grasp it with both hands, take the leap, dive in and take the opportunity. Because it's tailor-made for you. It's coming straight for you. You're ready and you're ready for this opportunity, and you're in the right place at the right time, and you need to take it. It's saying, but if for some reason you should hesitate or procrastinate, the opportunity will go to somebody else basically, and then you will need to wait for the next one to come in. And this is always within divine timing. So don't let this opportunity pass you by, because it's going to bring you a lot of happiness, and it's some wonderful opportunity coming in for you. So as I said, there's action required here. Now we do also have here the 5th house. So this is the house of creativity. Everybody is creative. We are all born creative. Not all of us are artistic. Some people have both abilities. But this is about your brand, your stamp, your flair, your individuality, your originality. It's that aspect of yourself. And this can be manifested in lots of ways. It can be with the work that you're doing, or a hobby that you're interested in, or it could be the way you dress, or the way you conduct yourself, or you may just be a really wonderful people person and you're very creative with your hosting events, or whatever the situation may be. Okay, it's about creativity. It is also about children. So this may be children that you have, or children that are around you, or you may just be connecting to children or childlike things, possibly through the creativity or through something else that you do. You may just have an affinity for children. But it can also be conception. It can also be birth, it can also be about love affairs. This can come in as well. And it is also very much about all sorts of recreational activities which are pleasurable and enjoyable for you. So any recreational activities, whatever it may be, whether it's sports or handcrafts or visiting art galleries, whatever recreational activity is enjoyable for you, it falls in under this. There's also a risk factor that comes in with this house. So this can be to do with a profession like stock market or something like that, but it can also be just something that you're weighing up has a slight risk attached to it, or something that you're doing that's out of your comfort zone. It can also be the inner child as well, accessing that. So now we've got here Mercury retrograde reinvention. As I said, this is going to be key for you this period. It will be retrograde until the 22nd of June, but there's a slight shadow period afterwards, because Mercury slows right down to a standstill, and then it starts to and it starts to move forward again, but it's slow, so there's a bit of a drag. So Mercury retrograde, as I described, anything with a re in front of it, repeat, release, review, redo, relocate, reinvent, anything like that, refine. It's back to the drawing board. There's something in this area which is requiring another look. So back to the drawing board, go over it again, check everything, check all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. But it can just be a period of introspection where you are going over things and you're looking at things very carefully. And it's a way of accessing your own inner wisdom and your own inner knowing, because it gives you the opportunity to do that. It slows close things down. But as I said, communications can go awry, so be careful with that. Contracts and documents, be aware that, if you do sign something, just triple check it and do the best you can to make sure it's very clear. There's no assumptions, nothing being overlooked, no mistakes or anything like that, because it can come back around where you need to repeat it or do something again. And in some cases, it can also be like, don't make a big purchase during this time, because quite often you'll have to take it back or it doesn't work or something like that. Or a person or a situation can pop back into your life. Sometimes it can deliver very valuable information. It could be an insight, or you could just get like a closure on something. If something gets settled, any one of these aspects could come in for you. Now we've got here a nematona sacred space. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. So this is about, as I said, with this introspective energy, this is about creating a space in your home or your workplace or wherever, or both, which you can make like an altar. Now, nobody needs to know that that is what you're doing, but you can place certain items there. You can feng shui the situation. You can place certain items, get rid of clutter and broken things and things that don't work. Make a space where you can put candles, you can put mementos, you can put things that are valuable and important to you. It could even be pictures of your loved ones, things that symbolize abundance or wisdom or knowledge or whatever it may be. So create a space in your home or where you work, or you can even go out into nature. Is a wonderful, the cathedral of nature. Spend time in nature, communing with the divine and with Mother Nature. It can also be visiting a power place like a church or an historic monument or somewhere, some part. It could even be a part in nature, a place in nature which is very old and has significance. In some cases, it can be a church. There could be something going in there. It could be a christening that you're attending or something like that. There's various ways that this can come in, but it's about creating a sacred space, which is, even if it's just a place where you have a chair and a table that you can just sit, or any kind of quiet space where you can meditate and just enjoy, communing with your inner self, but then obviously also with nature, or just to get your goals and your wants and your needs clear. It's also you can also create this in nature or in your garden as well. You can have a lovely place where you're planting new things and you're nurturing and so on. But it's also about sacred space clearing within yourself. So you can ask Archangel Michael to come in to clear your sacred space, to declutter and remove anything that shouldn't be there. And you can also cut cords to people and places and things which may be draining your energy. There's lots of ways that you can bring sacred space in. But if it's to do with your children, it could be that you and your children need to spend sacred time together. It could also be that any plans that you have, things that you're undertaking, keep it close to your chest. Work on it privately and keep it to yourself initially, and then release it to the world later. But just keep it quiet and sacred for now. So take it as it resonates. But whatever, there's something in the fifth house that needs to be kept sacred and pure and nice. And as I said, it could be to do with your children. Maybe you and your children need to do something, or it's to do with your work or your some sort of activity, whatever it is. But it's about creating a sacred space for yourself, or just a quiet space.